afternoon, everyone. My name is Shantiria Ham, and today I'm going to talk about the effects of neglectful parenting on our society. So first, let's discuss what neglectful parenting is. Uninvolved parenting or neglectful parenting is a style characterized by a lack of responsiveness to a child's needs. Uninvolved parents make few to no demands for their children, and they are often indifferent, dismissive, or even completely neglectful. This is oftentimes the main reason for childhood introversion. So many individuals who are deemed as outcasts or pariahs never really choose that solitary lifestyle. It just happens that their social qualities do not fit to the standards of their peers. So it's pertinent to understand why individuals are this way and what drove them to be introverted. Loneliness and isolation paired with developed psychoanalytic issues can be extremely detrimental. So throughout this speech, I will discuss the rationale behind introversion and its correlation to the neglectful parenting style. The human brain is comprised of everything one is exposed to early on in life, which makes it understood that childhood experiences, in addition to any contact with individuals, language, and personalities, have somehow imprinted a supposition on the brain, creating who we are as individuals. According to child abuse statistics on childhelp.org, the United States has one of the worst among industrialized nations, losing on average between 4 and 7 children every day to child abuse and neglect. So what happens to the mental state for those children lucky enough to survive years of abuse and isolation? In 2010, a researcher by the name of Marshall concluded that attachment problems, intimacy deficits, along with loneliness, are features of sexual offenders. Ever since I read that very conclusion, which was for some assignment my freshman year, I have been designing a research proposal entitled Do Extreme Introverts Develop Rapist Characteristics Due to Alienation? It really stood out to me how something such as experiencing isolation during childhood could push someone to become a sexual predator. All of these problems occur early in the developmental stage. These complications generate one who is extremely antisocial, and eventually life becomes too frustrating for that person. The loneliness creates a problem for the individual because he or she does not know how to build or maintain positive relationships. The problem then lies with trying to force relationships upon others who do not seek one. So it is important for everyone to know that there are links between poor quality attachment and sexual offending. For example, per the research conducted by Leguizamo, personality theorists have suggested that early childhood relationships involving trauma or mistreatment could lead a child to internalize negative effects and beliefs about both themselves and their relationships with others, altering how the child perceives sex and his or her role in sexual relationships. So now here is a neglectful parenting scenario in which a parent may not see neglect. So, scenario 1. You have taken your 3-year-old to the park, or your toddler is busy on a play date at home with other kids. Suddenly, he grabs the toy from another child and snatches it away from her. You see this but do not interfere. Many parents believe that toddlers may be too young to understand the difference between good and bad behavior, but it is important to understand and explain to them that because eventually it could cause them to be stubborn or obstructive, leading to other deviant behaviors. So, while parenting can be quite the task to handle, parents must remember that it is their duty to take care of their children. No child asked to be here So the least that we could do is make sure that they don't regret being born, ruin another child's life, or contemplate suicide before they see the real, true joys of life. Thank you.